So, we were filming That's a Question, and whenever I play That's a Question, basically the scoring tends to go completely out the window, and it becomes all about just asking each other questions, and usually kind of devolves into arguments. And I was teaching it to Ollie and Ben, and of course I completely forgot to mention that the deal is basically someone asks a question, the other person the other players, albeit if there's three of us, it's the third player, not the asker or the askee. But if you're playing with more people, there could be more of that type. But basically, the easiest way to think about it is, so the asker gets a point if for everyone that gets it wrong. That's the deal, right? So we forgot to play that today because we're just sort of asking each other questions, and we forgot that rule for our video. But not that it really matters in the big scheme of things. I think the joy of That's a Question comes from sort of asking the questions and debating them. If that's something you enjoy, if that's not something you enjoy, it's probably not a game for you anyway. I don't think scoring mechanics, no matter how clever, are going to change that. But the easiest way to think about it is that when the answerer, the person answering the question, reveals their tile, for everybody who got it right, they get a point. Everybody who got it wrong, who has the other letter, the asker gets a point. So that's one way for the asker to get very far ahead. And that also sort of explains the acorn thing, which we were bickering about. But it's not a game that I've played really with three people either. So my apologies for that mistake, but please enjoy That's a Question. Hey everybody, welcome back to Ready Steady Play.
Good to see you. I'm Ollie.
I'm Ben.
It's the grand finale of the Christmas special.
It's the special.
And we're playing That's a Question.
We are?
Wait, is it? I'm confused.
Those are both questions.
There's an exclamation mark on the box. It's not a question.
Oh, that would be That's a Question.
Yeah.
This is a party game from Vlada Chivadl, who's a board game designer who's done many incredible board games.
Like Mage Knight, which is awesome, and everyone should own it and play it.
And my personal favorite, Galaxy Trucker.
So
But
many
mainly
bad
Mage
memories
Knight.
of that. It's a good game, but I'm terrible at it.
Cool.
So this is a game in which we invent questions to ask one another. It's super simple. It's better with many more players. It goes 3 to 6. But I think optimal is like 4 or 5, probably. But we're just going to play it with 3 to give you guys an idea of how it works and also what kind of questions you could be asking your family members this Christmas time.
And because we did a practice run, realised how badly some of us couldn't guess the answers to others, we're going to do a slightly quicker version. To the lake!
Yeah, we'll probably play sort of like a bunch of rounds. Maybe first one who gets to the lake. You can play all the way to the mountaintop if you want, or until this deck of cards here runs out.
Why do I have the same cards as when we were practicing?
Bad luck.
Ollie shuffled and dealt.
I did
Really?
shuffle.
I got
I've got
4 out of 5 of them.
I got completely different ones.
Okay.
Let me have a look.
Well, I'm ready to go and ask you a question, Mike.
I've got different ones too.
Mike, are you ready for your question?
Oh boy, am I?
Which would you choose?
Okay. Which of these would you choose?
Which of these would you choose? Would you choose to write for the most loved TV series in the world?
Ooh, yes, that would be good. I would like that.
And I have to find something equally awesome.
You're supposed to have done that.
I know, I kind of thought, I hope this doesn't override it, but be able to predict the future.
Ooh. See, the funny thing here is, because he's asked Mike, I've got to figure out what Mike's answer will be so that I can go forward. Because if I don't, then I stay put. So, what do I think Mike's going to want to do? Prescience or fame? And, money.
That one!
3, 2, 1.
Boom!
Damn!
Ooh.
Yeah, because predicting the future takes all the fun and surprise out of life.
Unless it's the lottery, in which case, screw the surprise.
Yeah, but it just says predict the future. It doesn't
to
say
be
predict the next
able.
lottery number.
It's to be able to predict the future.
Exactly.
1, 7, 6, 38, 42.
So I think that would take all the surprise out of life and make everything too easy. It'd be boring. Whereas to write for the most loved TV series in the world is like, that's a really cool job for life.
Okay.
And rewarding too, because you're creating stuff, which I like.
Fine.
So I got your nut. So now I have 2 nuts.
And these are discarded.
I have
And
2 big
now
old
I am
nuts.
the asker.
And I didn't move.
My nuts.
Uh,
My dangly
Get
nuts.
your acorns out of my way.
Dangly nuts. Oh
Okay. Boo.
Ooh, questions.
yeah. Here are my hairy nuts.
You. Why are they brown?
I actually
Those
do have
hazelnuts.
some of the
That's
same
racist.
ones. Actually, do you know what? I think I. Ooh.
Who are you going to ask the
Okay.
question to?
Well, I'll ask Ben, because he stole my nut. Ben, whom do you consider worse? Someone who drives without a license,
That's pretty
Or-
fucking bad.
someone who doesn't take their sick pet to the vet.
Ooh.
Oh wow, that was just like boom, done. I know what I want.
Okay. I'm going to go based on emotion.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. Yeah.
Yeah. I had a feeling like driving without a license
Well,
may annoy you, but they might be good at driving.
Well,
Whereas
I've done that before.
probably
So-
shouldn't admit to that.
So I can't pick that.
Shouldn't admit to that. One forward!
Well, you might think that you're worse than someone who doesn't take a sick pet to the vet.
Nope.
Did
Okay,
you replenish your hand earlier? You did, right?
Yeah, I got all my hands. So take my nuts and
I'll take your nut.
And I'll ask you a question.
Ask me a question. Now, fuck asking all the questions.
Actually, yeah, to be fair, I am bad at them.
Oh.
Okay. So, what would you miss more if they ceased to exist?
Be coffee and YouTube, because I know the answer to this one.
Role-playing games.
Okay.
This is close.
Or cats.
Which would I miss more if they ceased to exist? Role-playing games or cats?
I thought I went for 2 mediocre ones and 2 super ones.
That goes for all role-playing games about cats as well.
All the Hello Kitties. RPGs that I don't play. Ever.
There's a lot of knowledge.
Especially not by myself. With my imaginary
Kitty.
Hello Kitty friends.
Dungeons and Dragons in the
Dungeons
cat
and
culture
Kittens.
is called Vet's Office and Humans.
Dungeons and Kittens, surely. Okay.
Okay, well, I think I have to answer this truthfully.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, go.
Really?
Yay.
Yeah, well, because I love role-playing games and I play them all the time, but to be honest, I really, really love cats.
I thought you'd
And
pick
I
that.
think I'd miss them a lot if they went away.
I
You don't
feel
have
like-
a cat.
No,
I
but
feel
my
like I know
neighbors
you
have a
really
cat, and I had a cat growing when I was a kid, and I want a cat.
All right, ask me a question.
Whereas, like, I'm so busy making this YouTube channel, I don't get to play that many role-playing games. So, I think I'd notice the absence of cats a lot more. Although I am working on some stuff with role-playing games, so then I might miss that. I don't know. Who knows?
Ask me a
But
question.
I've answered now. Wait, no. Who? I was just asked. I have to ask Ollie a question, I think, because he's in the lead.
You don't have
Oh
to.
yeah, that's
So
true.
My last
I don't wanna
nut.
keep giving Ollie the chance to
Go.
score points. Okay, Ollie.
Okay, Mike.
Now this is going to be interesting for you, maybe. Which of these would you choose?
Okay.
Sorry, I'm actually doing this for that camera. To be the best chess player in the world, or to be the best sharpshooter in the world?
I can see advantages to both of those. One is a lot more personal.
They're both pretty personal.
well,
They're both 2-player. 2-player experiences.
Although I think in one of the experiences, the players are far more aware of it.
Yeah. No.
okay, I've got my answer.
Same.
Oh, Ben's putting in a kicker.
3, 2, 1, go. Wow. Okay.
Ben was really sure you were going for the chess.
I thought you were
And
really,
he was really wrong.
really not all about killing people and stuff.
Hey, you don't only kill people if you're a sharpshooter.
Okay, I didn't think of it like that. I thought literally like a sniper. I was imagining a sniper in the army.
I'm not going to lie, so was I.
Wow.
But you could also be you could be like someone who sort of
Olympic marksman?
Well, yeah, Olympic marksman. But also, you don't have to kill people. You could like use it
Horribly
to sort of,
maim them.
disarm them, or take a leg.
Yeah. Basically, Batman when he used a gun.
Oh, that's interesting.
I can see now why there's the appeal for that. Okay. So
Okay,
who's
over to Ollie.
So you pick now.
I'm going to pick Mike because I want one of my nuts back.
Could have
So
had
So you're
my
gonna
nuts.
gonna ask me a question?
Yeah. So, there.
Ooh.
So
I have a question here that would be super difficult for Chris Britton. It's super easy for you.
Okay.
See, a couple of these, I'd be like, oh, if these were other people, maybe. Okay, so which of these would you choose? To find a way to ensure enough drinkable water worldwide, or to discover a cure for the common cold?
Whoa.
Now, I thought that there was enough water worldwide.
There is. Possibly, but maybe not.
Hmm.
I'll take 2 from the top.
To ensure enough drinking water worldwide.
Okay, I've chosen.
Me too.
And reveal!
Yay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I wish I had my times 3. That would have been the prime opportunity.
You blew it, Ben. You blew it.
Quite literally.
Well, because like nobody ever died of a cold, but people die all the time from not having enough drinking water.
I guess. I mean,
That's my logic.
in terms of people affected, like...
Ollie, give me a nut.
Oh.
Are you asking all the question?
Yeah, now I have 3 nuts.
Oh my god, Ben, you have all the nuts. We should just ask you questions constantly.
I tried that, but
I'm losing. Why am I losing?
I don't know. I don't understand how Ben has 3 nuts.
We should probably
Gang up on
ask him more questions or something. There's some kind of method to this madness.
No, there
I
isn't.
just don't know what
There's
it
just
is.
madness. This is
What?
madness with
What?
madness.
Whom do you consider worse? Someone who dumps their garbage in a vacant lot, or someone who pees in a public swimming pool?
Oh, interesting.
Okay,
Ready?
2, 1, good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Garbage in a public lot is annoying, but is less likely to go in my mouth.
Or cause like
Dysentery.
This is actually bad for the world.
So is this.
Not really. It's just like one big toilet, right?
Are you admitting something?
No,
to me?
I'm not admitting anything. But if you think about it, it goes down the drain just like a toilet. But there, that's actually affecting the environment.
Ben doesn't care if you pee in his swimming water.
Yeah.
I actually don't mind.
Anyone who swims and bends there, you know he's fine with it. Just let go.
As long as you don't take a dump in the
What if
parking lot.
what if they take a dump in the swimming pool?
No, that's not cool. That's just too much.
Taking a dump is too much.
So what?
So you were asking Ollie, so now it's Ollie's turn to choose.
I'm going to ask Ben a question.
Yeah, that makes
Here's
sense.
my nut. Give me the thingy.
Are you going to ask him a blue question, an orange question, or a green question?
I'm going to ask him a orange question.
Ooh.
So, which do you consider to be worse? Someone who leaves a restaurant without paying, or steals food from a grocery store?
Well, that's interesting.
Very similar. Which is the worst?
That one.
I'm going to guess that Ben said this.
Okay.
You gonna double up on it?
Triple up.
No, I'm not that confident.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. You get it.
Damn it! Come on!
So you're allowed to steal from a restaurant. But
Well,
not
yeah,
a grocery
because
store.
that way you kind of screw over the waiter, because sometimes they make the waiter pay.
Yeah, that's exactly
But
what I
at
was
least
thinking.
from a grocery store, you know, and that's like you're going with an intent, or you may you're going with an intent to sort of steal.
Well, it
Here
doesn't
you
say-
Pretty sure there's an intent in both.
but here you may be doing it out of desperation. Where here, if you were really hungry, you wouldn't go to a restaurant and fake stealing, steal a meal. You'd steal it from a grocery store.
What if they stole cigarettes and booze and
But it's a
lottery
steal food.
tickets?
It's a steal food.
No,
But also, nobody. It doesn't actually specify here whether or not this is deliberate.
Yeah, that's true.
Thieving. But either way, I think it's more common for the sort of the the waiters and stuff to get shafted when you do that kind of thing.
So I've been asked a question, and I'll ask Mike a question.
Ask me a question. I'm not afraid.
I'm not scared.
Oh my god, Ben, you've got your hands on my nuts.
What kind of question are you asking?
Here we go. Which of these would you choose? To remain in the world as a ghost after your death, or to be able to relive any moment of your life again?
See, that's not a difficult choice for me.
I realise that I misread them, but I'm just going to have to go with it.
I'm guessing, was one of them meant to be stuck in a moment of your life?
Yeah.
But, I mean, if it was just, like, relive the same moment over and over again for all eternity, I'd just pick, like, sex. Just do that forever. It'd be great. But then again, remaining in the world as a ghost would be kind of fun, but...
Well, only if you could do anything. You might be like a sixth day ghost where the only person that can see you is like a 4-year-old who you scared the bejesus out of.
I would find
no
it
idea what's
pretty
going on.
entertaining to witness the world after you pass.
Yeah, to just wander around and look at shit and...
Be unable to touch anything and just see your relatives
Well,
grow
that's okay,
older
because
and frail and die.
you wouldn't have the need to. You'd be a ghost. You wouldn't be a human with like needs and desires. You'd just be an observer.
So you'd slowly lose your mind because you...
No, you wouldn't have a mind. You'd be a
This...
ghost.
So you wouldn't see anything then?
This one
You would,
doesn't...
you just witness. Anyway, yeah.
I assume this means to wander around incorporeally.
To remain in the
I don't know.
world
Am
as a
I?
ghost.
Yeah, but that's a good question. Am I like a Patrick Swayze ghost, or am I like a Harry Potter ghost?
I think that's up to you. I think that's the point of the game.
That's the point of the game. So, but also this one, like when I relive the moment, can I change it? Does that change?
It's up to
the
you.
past?
It's up to you.
Well, it says relive, so presumably
Does that mean? Does relive mean redo or re-experience?
I think that means re-experience generally.
But if I decide it means redo, then it means redo. It's my interpretation.
No, it's
I'm answering the question.
We've got to agree on what the question
Well,
is.
I've never made such an egregious mistake that I think I have to go back and change that.
You should put the thing down.
It would
first.
be a lot like Quantum Leap.
No, I think it's kind of fun to talk about it first.
It would be a lot like Quantum Leap.
All right, let's... Well, the thing is, so I believe that nothing happens when we die. We just cease to exist and lose consciousness.
If you look at these long enough, they start to look like boobs.
This... Is that right? That's right.
I'm going with this.
Cool.
Ready? Really?
Yeah, because I figure, like, my belief is that when we die, we just stop existing, right? And
Same
that's
as
just
me.
the end of life.
Yeah.
So if you could remain in the world as a ghost, that means that, for a start, I believe you're getting something where there would be nothing.
I suppose the only thing for that is it very much depends on how you think you're going to be a ghost. Like if you're a Casper ghost where you can do pretty much whatever the bloody hell you please, that seems like quite a laugh.
Yeah, but I can still watch TV, I can read books, and when Earth explodes, I can just drift aimlessly through space looking at space shit.
It's going to take you...
Looking for more people.
It's going to take you 600 million years to get to another planet, but that journey, clearly you'll be fine with your own company.
Well, I'm already dead, so I mean, I've got time.
Right,
like, I'll just, I'll bring a book.
only if you can hold it and there's enough light.
Who's next?
Well, I asked you, so it's you.
You're gonna ask me.
No, I asked.
Ben asked me.
You asked.
Yeah,
so I'm choosing. Ben, you have 3 nuts.
Yeah, that's a nuts.
So I should ask you a question.
Okay, ask me a question. I want to get new cards. I don't like all of these.
Well, then use them.
I've got half of a really good one for you here, Ben. But
what is it? What's the word?
No, I can't tell you half of it.
Why not?
So instead, I'm just going to give you this sort of like, oh wait, what about this? What about this? What have I got here?
I have to stop in a minute.
Yeah, we don't know each other very well, it seems. Oh, okay. Okay, which would you miss more if it ceased to... Wait. Oh, no, I wanted to... Okay, look, fuck it. I'll give you this one. You've had a very similar one, but that's fine. Which of these would you choose? To have a pet unicorn.
Oh, God.
Because that's pretty awesome. To be able to play any musical instrument perfectly.
Okay.
Oh, Ollie's tripling down on this one.
Yep.
All right, 3, 2, 1, go. Yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
It's easy.
Based on much of the same thing as the practice round of it's a skill you have and people will respect you for.
But pet unicorn, man. Pet unicorn.
That's the time I got for.
I might not know you guys very well, but when I know something, I know it. Especially when it's just been informed.
So that's a question.
Was it?
Was it?
No, so that's a question.
That's a question.
So that's a question.
Oh yeah. That makes sense.
I'm confused.
But so I guess you've won, Ollie. Good job.
Yay!
Good job, buddy.
And I managed to keep one of my nuts.
But you can keep. You've got these fun kickers here. This one makes other people guess as well, and you can play all the way to the top of the mountain if you like. See. But there's plenty of opportunity here for shenanigans.
Yeah,
I had with some pretty
I had
crazy
one I was
questions.
going to save for you guys.
Yeah?
Yeah. Which do you consider worse? Someone who gets drunk to avoid dealing with their problems, or someone who forgets their spouse's birthday? Considering I know both of you were in relationships, who's worse? You're on camera.
B.
I feel like B becomes A. It's hard.
Cool.
Okay, wait. Answer this one in the comments below. Whom do you consider worse? Someone who doesn't know how to use apostrophes correctly, always corrects other people's grammar. It divides the people.
You win on that alone.
So answers to this question in the comments below, and we'll be back tomorrow, back to our regular series.
Answer truthfully.
So Merry Christmas, everyone, and have a Happy New Year. Thanks for
Merry
watching.
Christmas.
And happy Hanukkah.
And everything else.
Kwanzaa.
Kwanzaa.
Yule. Pagan festivals.
Winter solstice.